place like West Cork,
Right.
very many people who can talk and think this way.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
the
why is
reason
that?
is, in an enclosed community, people are limited. You're in a place that's very difficult for you. And that, are you living in Ireland?
Yeah, I live by Lochine.
Lochine, that's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. What you find in Ireland is if there are people who are Catholics, but they don't understand Catholicism.
Do you mean the philosophy of it?
No, they don't understand the basics of their own church.
Right.
They are people of habit.
Right.
They go to church and they don't listen to the priest.
Right.
And if you ask them questions about their religion, they don't have the answers. So they are what you call tribal. Now, tribalism doesn't allow anyone to break away from the tribe.
Right.
You're either with us or you're against us.
Right, right. Is that where the dogma comes in?
No, that's tribalism.
Right.
But dogma is actually when you believe you have the truth and you actually feel it should never change.
Right.
But the Catholic Church is dumping dogmas. If they're dumping dogmas, they should never have been dogmas.
No, they should have reached a conclusion.
They shouldn't have begun at all.
Yeah, yeah. I hear what you're saying.
And one of the reasons why, within Catholicism in particular, and I'm a Catholic,
right.
matter of fact, I'm a Tridentine Catholic.
Right.
I read the Latin.
All right. Straight. You can speak
yeah,
Latin.
I'm a Latin Catholic.
Well, fair play.
But when you have dogmas, and then the day comes when you don't control people's minds or hearts, and you dump them. The reason why the dogma was there was only because you could control people.
Right.
That had nothing to do with the truth.
Yes. Well, yes, I resonate with you much there. So yeah, definitely. That's what we've been facing.
One of the things about, at least one of the things about, Vishnu and Buddha, they were never proud.
Right.
They never believed in controlling minds and hearts.
Yes.
And they felt that if you can actually have the moral high ground, and that by example you will show what good is. But then you have, for instance, like the Catholic Church through history, where people wanted to be popes because there they could have money and get patronage.
Yeah.
And then they bent the religion to suit their power.
Yes.
So that you have a religion like Catholicism saying, don't be like Caesar.
Right.
But the Pope, with the claws, are Caesars.
It's almost like the institution separates from the essence.
The corporation.
Right,
you see,
right.
the liturgy is beautiful of the Catholic Church, but the corporation is an institution like a big bank.
Right, yeah.
And it's run on those disciplines. But they actually always feel, let us run the church. But like Marx said about religion, it's opium for the masses.
Yeah.
That means that they know how to feed the majority with liturgy and prayers, but the corporation is run differently.
Yeah.
Now you don't, but there is a disadvantage in your religion, is that you don't have a central pope. And sometimes there is a need for one, because there are times when a person like the Pope can speak for the whole world.
Yeah.
And if he's right, it's very beautiful. But for the Muslim religion, or for the your religion with this of the book here, they don't have the equivalent of a Pope.
The author of those books, he's called Srila Prabhupada, and he's passed on now, but he's regarded as the central teacher, as a Pope figure, but he's not physically present.
But it's a moral authority.
Through his
it's a moral authority.
Books and
it's a moral
lectures.
Authority. Anything to do with Gibran of Lebanon, Actually, you ever hear of Gibran?
No,
Oh,
no.
Gibran is very is more Oriental than he is Western,
Right.
and he's from the Lebanon.
Right.
He's passed on too.
Right.
But Gibran, G-R-A-B-R-A-N, his writings are very, very good.
Right.
But they are what you'd call, you know, the Greek word for soul and mind is psyche.
Yes.
So it's psychotherapy.
Yes.
But psychotherapy is not philosophy.
Right. Right.
It's not philosophy.
No, because the mind is not the ultimate truth, right enough here.
Well, the ultimate truth is not a word that I would ever use, because we are human. And if you think of two words, infinity and eternity, there are distances which are 200 million light years away.
That the mind cannot perceive, right?
We can only apprehend, but we can't comprehend.
Yeah.
So if you can't comprehend, the ultimate truth doesn't exist.
True. And the eyelashes, the closest thing to the human eye, we cannot see them. In the opposite end of the spectrum.
That's a physical thing. But I agree with I know what you're saying. If something is too near you, you can't see it.
As well, yeah.
Like the pepper on the table.
Right.
But no, the only people who can reach the truth best are people who are humble.
Right, well said.
You can never reach the truth with pride.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when you arrogate yourself with the truth, you're excluding other people's truths.
Right, right. That we have a prayer, it says that one should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking himself lower than the straw in the street.
Yeah.
One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false pride and ready to offer all respects to others.
Yeah.
In such a state of mind one can constantly chant the names of the Lord.
Yes, true. And that is the approach. And you can't have that outlook if you believe in a hierarchy.
Well said, yeah.
Because
we do worship, say, in Catholicism, patron saints. We have respect for higher authorities, is it?
The patron saints are a institutional invention.
Right. Okay.
And the cults, you know what cults are? The cult of the saint is almost like advertising.
Right.
You have your patron saints according to the strength of the advertisements.
Right. And
very often they are there again like opium for the masses. When I was young, I'm over 80, but I play tennis still. When I was young, I remember when Ireland was docile and Catholic and they believed. It suited the church that the humble Catholics who had no education would believe in fairies and the banshee.
Right.
And the reason is that while they believe in these extra metaphysical things, it was easier to keep them spiritual as well.
Right, okay.
But today, with secular thinking, two little girls ran into me a month ago. They're living near here.
Right.
And they told me about a week before they didn't believe in God.
Yeah.
And when they ran into me, they told me that there was ghosts in their house and they ran here. I said, how did you believe in ghosts and you don't believe in God? Will we leave it at that?
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you, my friend.
You're a nice man.
What's your name? Your first name.
I'm like the straw. You were talking about the straw. I'm just like the straw.
Oh,
I'm invisible.
Oh, you're my teacher anyway.
But
Thank you.
No. This I don't talk like this except you appeared articulate and you were spiritual. And not many people are spiritual.
What gave you that impression? I don't feel...
No. There are vibes come from people.
Oh, that's interesting.
And your approach at the door was told me... I mean, the 30 seconds at the door told me a lot.
Thank you.
Because there are things in life where you will meet people who know everything.
Right. And
they understand nothing. Will I leave it?
God bless you, my friend. Thank you.
What's your first name?
Tom.
Tom.
And
where are you from?
Lochine. I'm born in Scarborough in Yorkshire.
Are you Scarborough? I was in England for 45 years.
All right.
And when I look at I was security man, but I was in Harrods, and I was actually in weekend television.
Seriously?
And I see people constantly on the box.
That you
that I knew. Oh, yeah, I see them constantly.
Fantastic.
Although they're all getting old like myself.
No,
but I'm still playing.
You're aging well.
No, you're from a very beautiful place.
Yeah, it's nice.
There used to be a television, before you were born.
All right.
There used to be a television program that was actually from Scarborough. Maybe this was 40 years ago.
All right.
And it was usually from a hotel that was at the sea. And it was always violin playing, and it was of classical nature.
Right.
And when I was in London, and I lived in London all the time, there were two races in Yorkshire. There was the posh people of Scarborough. And then there was the chaps you didn't understand.
It's like that everywhere, I think.
Yeah. One of them was working with me. He was 6 foot. He was I worked with people who were all from when you see the Buckingham Palace Guards.
Yes.
All the crack divisions that were working with me in security in Harrods. This chap was from Yorkshire, and he said when he joined the British Army, he met a chap from County Tyrone.
Right.
And neither of them understood each other.
That's amazing.
Neither of them. They were trying to find out which language the other one spoke.